Hey, what's up? Anna here. I have a few tips for you about how to improve your diet in the Ayurvedic way. And basically, the Ayurvedic way is what's most attuned with Mother Nature, most attuned to your connection to nature, and also what's best for your own unique needs. And so, the four main aspects of that is number one, you want to make your diet most plant based. And a plant based diet is exactly what it sounds like. It's going to be predominantly plants. And the plants you want to have as whole, in their whole, complete, natural state as possible, and to be as fresh as possible and freshly prepared. So, the obvious of that is eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. You want to make the fruits and vegetables as fresh as possible and prepare them as fresh as possible. So, less frozen or canned foods and just more fresh stuff that you would actually eat from their fresh state or cook and eat freshly. The other ways of looking at that would be having, if you're eating grains, to have the grains in their more whole, complete state. And so, what that looks like is instead of having maybe pasta with your lunch, you would have rice or quinoa. And rice and quinoa are both more in their whole natural state, whereas pasta or something like that has been processed. Another example would be oatmeal. If you eat oatmeal, you want to eat, if you're having instant oatmeal, that's been processed and broken down. Instead, you want to have something like rolled oats or the steel cut oats in their kind of old, more traditional sense that are slower to cook, but more in the complete state of the whole grain. If you're already eating oatmeal, then you would add in some apples and make in some stewed apples with your oatmeal to have more of the fruit or any other whole fruit that you like. If you're eating smoothies, you would want to have steer away from the protein powders that are processed, and instead you'd want to find a whole, natural, complete way to eat protein, which might mean having hemp seeds or peas or something like that. And if you're already eating mostly plant-based, then you would just start to look at where those plants are sourced from, so that you're having more of kind of this like higher integrity towards supporting the ecosystem in which the plant is raised to also support your inner ecosystem. So you'd want to go organic, you'd want to go local, you'd want to grow as much of your own food as you can. It might just even mean sprouting some sprouts on your countertop or having some lettuce growing on your front step. It could mean harvesting wild weeds from your neighborhood, from your yard. It could mean wild crafting, going out into the forest and finding things that are edible with all the plants that grow around your natural ecosystem. All right, step number two, or tip number two, is going to be to eat what's seasonal. And this one again seems kind of just like obvious, or there's not much to it, but really in our modern day and age, we can walk into a grocery store and buy mangoes and pineapples and things from all over the world. And it brings us away from this more ancient inherent connection and attunement we had with the earth through the seasonal processes. And when we're in this alignment with the seasonal processes, we're in alignment to support our bodies to thrive, to ward off disease, and also bring us into our kind of more ultimate balanced state of health. And so when you eat seasonal, you're just eating what's fresh and local for the season and the time of year. That's going to support you to feel better for that season and for seasons to come ahead. All right, tip number three is about eating according to your own unique personal needs. And what this means is aligning to your, number one, your digestive state, and then aligning, number two, towards your state of energy, your doshic balance. And when you're eating towards your digestive state, you want to tune to like what's your current state of digestion, and then how can you bring it into balance. In Ayurveda, we have four basic digestive types from our main digestive fire, and that starts with Sama Agni, which means balanced digestive fire. We have Vishama Agni, which means a variable digestive fire. We have Tikshama Agni, which means a sharp digestive fire, and then we have Manda Agni, which means a slow or weak digestion. And so if your digestive fire isn't at Sama Agni, if it's not balanced, then you want to bring it into balance. And when you can get really clear on where your imbalance lies, Then you can find what foods, what tastes, and what ways to prepare the food are going to bring your digestive fire back into balance. And so with that, we use the 6 tastes of Ayurveda, and then we also use the way that we're preparing the food. If we're going to steam it or saute it or bake it or eat it raw or add more grains or have less grains and have more spices and things like that. And then the same thing goes for your doshic state. You want to first see if there's any imbalance. Is there any way you're experiencing an imbalance in your health? Are there allergies? Do you get headaches? Do you feel tired? Do you feel moody? Are you irritable? Whatever is there for you, which we're human, we all tend to go out of balance when we're not living in our ultimate Ayurvedic lifestyle. So you just find out what foods are going to support you to bringing you back into your centered, balanced state. And again, you just use the 6 tastes and you eat these natural whole plants. And you can use different spices, different ways to prepare the food, and that will help bring you into your balanced state. So the last tip, and the one that kind of rolls this all together, is to make a meal plan. And I wouldn't say this is Ayurvedic. It's an old ancient technique. This is a yoga health coaching technique. But what happens when you make a meal plan is you are first setting yourself up to see, checking in with yourself, what foods do I need right now? What's in season? Where's my digestive state? And what are my imbalances? And what's going to bring me into balance? And so then you craft out a plan for the week ahead of what foods do I want to eat this week? What do I want to have for my meals? Write out a grocery list, go to the store, get everything you need, and have yourself set up for success to prepare the foods that match what is best for you. So that's the Ayurvedic way to improve your diet. And if you want to stay tuned, I have a next video coming up about the Ayurvedic way to support your exercise routine and helping you figure out how to have a regular exercise routine for each and every day and incorporate more body movement to feel more fit. All right, thanks you guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.